Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
Got to be happy for him.
Plus a cold one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Toast to Phillip, man. Much love, Phillip.
Yeah.
So where should we start? I think a good place to start would be if his career ended right now, Hall of Famer or no?
Yes.
Gamma,
I'll let everybody else go first.
DT. Wow, the hesitation.
He's just gonna disagree with DT. So.
Well, check it out. This is my run on it. I got to go back to the longevity, man. I mean, he's got 16 years in the league, and man, he's only got Breeze, Brady, Favre ahead of him. I think he's sixth in touchdowns, 6 in yards all time.
All time, that's crazy.
6 in touchdowns, 6 in all-purpose yards.
Consecutive games played, isn't he still like cruising on like 217 straight games or something?
Close to like 237, man.
There's no way in the world.
Iron Man.
There's no way in the world you have those names above you and not get into the Hall of Fame.
So is the hesitation I'm feeling just the ring?
Yeah,
Is it just a lack of a ring that's the issue? Because let's just say he had everything that we all know he has with a ring. Is that even a question?
Here's the thing. Here's one question you have to ask yourself, though. Is Phillip Rivers worthy of the Hall? Now, if anybody else was given Phillip Rivers weapons, would they be in the Hall? Now, here's the thing. I mean, here's what we're talking about.
So are you referring to a lack of weapons or an extreme amount of weapons?
An extreme amount. I'm talking when you haven't told. Hey, here's the thing, though. Here's where you gauge a Hall of Fame quarterback. Okay, so Antonio Gates. Is Antonio Gates without Phillip Rivers? I don't think so. I really don't.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? So here's my thing. So Phillip is such an enormous talent that he has the ability, what great players do is make people around them great too. And so with those careers you had around him, okay, you have LaDainian Tomlinson, another, Hall of Fame running back. You had probably one of the greatest top 5 tight ends of all time. I'll throw that out there. Antonio Gates is a top 5 tight end of all time.
Okay.
Numbers wise, whatever it may be. But Keenan Allen, all these different players, that he had, Vincent Jackson. I think he had a lot of talent around him to get where he needed to get.
Was that 14-2? Marty Schottenheimer, that should have been the year they did it.
Yeah, and they fired him after.
But it is a team sport. It is a team sport. Look at Dan Marino. I think Dan Marino's number 5 all time in touchdowns. You got Rivers at number 6. You got Brady. You got Breeze. You got Brett Favre. Those are the only guys ahead of him. Mm-hmm. How dare you leave him out of the Hall of Fame? You cannot put him anywhere else. Now, I was a strong advocate about Phillip Rivers when he had the 20 touchdown, 27 interception year. I was very vocal. I wanted him out. Couldn't stand him. But
I've had
that's
moments.
Longevity over those years that he put in work.
Right.
You can't keep him out of the Hall.
But you're talking about a lifetime of being a Phillip Rivers fan. You're going to have your ups and your downs, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? I think every quarterback that's even in the Hall of Fame has had their ups and their downs, and their fans love him and hate him. It's always going to be a love-hate relationship. But the amount of work that guy's put in, and plus we as San Diego fans know the intangibles.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Playing on a jacked up knee, all those kind of things. The idea that the rest of the world sees him as a crybaby, we see him as a fighter, as a gamer, as someone who's passionate about the game. Like all those intangibles, I guess
Super
you can't.
Passionate.
Right, but that I guess that's not going to add to your package, right?
I'll piggyback off the intangibles. That 2008 game against the Patriots, when he had a blown ACL, he had no knee.
Yep.
And that man right out there played with his heart out. And that was a defining moment of Phillip Rivers right there for me.
And wasn't that the same game when LT?
That was 2012 against the Patriots.
Sat on the bench
That
with
was
his jacket.
That was in 2012 against the Steelers when LaDainian had towel over his head and he didn't want to play. But then you have Phillip Rivers out there balling out of control on one knee.
I was upset when LT left to the Jets, but I'm not upset with Phillip Rivers going to a different team.
And why is that, Michael?
Why is that? I think it was
a different circumstance, though.
Yeah, I think
Phillip Rivers got kicked out of town.
That's pretty much what he did. That's what happened. And
Who, Phillip Rivers?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying LT just
So
left
you guys
because
think
LT left.
LT left.
LT left. He chose to.
Yeah,
leave.
it was weird. I thought the tattoo situation was weird.
Yeah.
That's kind of was hard for me to get. Like, I get.
He was in his feelings.
That was a little
I get where
disrespectful to the Chargers.
It felt a little bit disrespectful to the fans because
That's too.
I'm not really, with the ownership of the Chargers. I am strictly a Chargers fan because of the fans. I am and the team and the players, the ownership has always been suspect. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about Phillip Rivers leaving or as opposed to LT leaving, I definitely feel different about it because it's a choice that Phillip Rivers didn't make. I think Phillip Rivers would have stayed with San Diego. As a fan, I'm always going to love him for that. I think LT leaving, I could kind of understand. I just didn't get the team, number one.
Right.
And then the tattoo, that's just from a fan perspective. That just seems strange to me because they're not equal. You can't tell me that both teams are equal to you in your heart. Like, I'm going to get a tat of the Chargers. And
What did he play? How many seasons did he play with the Jets?
I think it was 2
seasons?
two or three, right? Yeah. And we can't even remember. That means they were unrememberable. Those seasons were unrememberable.
Guys, what it really comes down to is that, if it comes to a point where somebody's leaving the city that they were drafted by and they've been there for over 10 plus years, that something's going on. And
starts at the top.
Exactly. It starts at the top. And then we don't have to speak about management when it comes to the Chargers. Okay.
We already know.
Well, we know they're not making the Hall of Fame.
So when it comes down to it, deep down, these people leaving and in the fashion they did, like we're saying, hey, LT, it was about, when it comes down to it's money. And you got to tell yourself, are we going to invest the next 3 years in a 36-year-old quarterback?
I don't have any issues with the money situation because, hey, let's face it, it's a business. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's a business.
But DT, where are we going?
This is where we're going with it. It's a business, but there's always a but. You have to look at it as if you're not producing, you got to move on. But it's how you go about it, though. Exactly. The Chargers organization go about it the wrong way. Rodney Harrison, Sayal, Tomlinson, Rivers. You could say goodbye respectfully.
But not just that, DT. These guys they go somewhere and they got their careers going.
They excel.
They get rings. They
get
That's
the truth.
That's my only
man.
issue. My only issue is the way they slam the door on the washed up, so to speak, Hall of Fame like talent. Yeah. Can't do that.
So while we're talking about ownership, this is a thing that's always been irritating to me because I feel like the ownership does it in a way as if to say it's the player, right? Like the player can no longer produce. We don't want this player. They're no longer valuable to us, which to me, if that's the position, or at least as a fan, if that's the way you make me feel about the move that you're about to do, I don't want to see them go to another team and get a fucking ring.
They do it every time.
If you're a betting man, Phillip Rivers is going to ball out of control
against the Chargers.
And he going to against everybody. Against everybody.
But he is, yeah.
He is. And that's how it always works. Look at Rodney Harrison. When he left, he balled out of control.
Did he get a ring? Did he go to the Patriots and win a ring?
Yeah, he did.
He did get a ring.
Yeah,
he did get a ring. No. He
never got
that was the 18-0 season when they went undefeated and they fell short because Eli Manning pulled a rabbit out of his hat.
Real quick, let me just say something about Phillip, man, because one thing that you guys probably know about me, honestly, is that I'm a big Florida State fan. Okay, so I watch, ACC football all day. Okay, in 2000, man, I saw this freshman kid come out of NC State. And, he played my Florida State, and we won. But at the same time, I was like, this kid, man, has like this moxie to him. It's just unreal. So the next year comes along, Florida State, early 2000s, they were damn good. My team was damn good. We're coming off a national championship in 98, so we're just riding along. Blue chip recruits all damn year.
Charlie Ward.
Hey,
shout out.
Charlie, right? Charlie, 1993.
Yes, sir.
Hey, but when it comes down to a 2001, Phillip Rivers is a sophomore. The Florida State Seminoles are a team to be reckoned with. They have a 39-0 home record against Atlantic Coast Conference. Phillip Rivers comes out and ends that shit. They win 34-28. Okay, I've never been. If you guys know me, you know I take my sports seriously, and I get pissed off.
That's kind of why you
can't tell
when they're playing. That's kind of why you're here, bro.
But I'm gonna tell you this real quick, you guys. This is where I fell in love with Phillip Rivers, man. Honestly, I have a bromance with Phillip. I love the dude. Okay, Phillip, man, is over on the side. They score a touchdown. They go up by 6. They win the game. Okay, 0 on the clock. They look over. They have Phillip Rivers on camera, tomahawk chopping. As a sophomore, Because he just beat the mighty Florida State Seminoles.
That's
Already
crazy.
talking.
Dope.
And that was Phillip Rivers in a nutshell.
So why do you think that moxie and that swag from Old Country Boy rubs people the wrong way? What is it about that?
Because because the national coverage is different though. Like you're not getting the context of it though. You know what I'm saying?
I think we can honestly ask all the defensive line stars in the last 10 years and say, who's one of the best shit talkers as a quarterback? And a lot of them are going to have Phillip Rivers coming out of their mouth.
And if you can,
he's amazing, man. Once he gets going, and I'm not going to lie, as him as our quarterback, we love to see that shit.
I do
but
too,
deep down,
man.
we're like, ugh.
Well, I like to see it because I know the gamer in him, and I feel like I got perspective on Phillip Rivers, man, and we all know him as a guy, right? So we get the whole package when it comes to Phillip Rivers. So when you know him and then you see him on the field, you're like, that's my man. But if you don't know him, and especially when they show some of these highlights, because I ain't gonna lie, sometimes he be looking goofy as hell. Sometimes he be looking goofy as hell. Like when he be running down the sideline to chop it up with a ref, sometimes that shit look goofy. I mean, but you know, but we witnessed him go from a baby giraffe to a full-grown giraffe, and I loved watching it, and I love watching him, which is gonna lead me to
watching the Colts a little bit more.
That's going to be my next. That's going to be my next. So I think we can kind of put it to bed for now. The Hall of Fame question is still going to be out there. We'll come back to that on a later day. But the next thing I want to say about Phillip Rivers, or just kind of want to bring up, is if the Colts are on and the LA Chargers are on at the same time, not playing each other, who are you tuning into?
Chargers.
I say I have both TV screens on. We have multiple TVs in the house. I mean, this is a new age. We can go view both games.
But what game
Split
are you?
Screen.
Yeah, but you don't got. I mean, you got two eyes, but you can only watch one TV at a time. So which one are you going to be?
My brother,
I'm a Charger fan. At the end of the day, I'm a Charger fan, and you know what? Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, and we can all look at it. I'm sure it's unanimous here. He had to go. Okay, he had to go. No disrespect to Phillip Rivers, but he had to go. You guys don't agree with that?
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
no.
No,
I think
Chargers
we
are
come in a unanimous decision that everyone has respect for Phillip Rivers. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when you're saying, here's a better question. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it, Dave, is that are we not going to watch the game? No, hell no. I'll watch Phillip Rivers. I mean, any day. You know, so.
But was it time for him to go?
But when it comes down to it, here's the thing. Phillip Rivers had over. How many years was he with the Chargers?
16.
16. Okay.
Gosh.
So in 16 years, here, let's be honest with ourselves. At 37 years of age, is it going to get better in the next 3 years?
No.
Wow.
Hey, one time for my city light. Two times for my city light. Hey, one time for my city light. Hey, one time for my city light. Hey, two times for my city light.
90-yard touchdown! 90-yard touchdown!
Hey, 17, you see I ain't talking, right? Stay humble, bro.
But you know he's right
Stay
here.
humble, stay humble,
I can
cuz.
say 90 yards. I can be excited.
Yeah, but don't do that by my ear. Don't do it by my ear now. Don't do it by my ear.
I will do it. No.
Hey,
That's what I do.
1-7.
Rivers probably one of those guys. He always let you know when he got you. You know, I hated him for about 2 years.
I feel like he would say something too.
He would, yeah. I got you right there, or he you come back and you jump that one. Don't do that again, or something crazy like that. It's like half the time I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah.
But I know he's just talking trash.
Run! Hey, run! Hey, run! Hey, run! Hey, run! Run! Hey, run! 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 That's too bad. Hey, run! Don't roll your eyes at me. Don't roll your eyes at me. That's so oblivious. Run! Third down. Oh, quit crying! Quit crying!
Takes a big hit. Back on his feet. Rivers, who doesn't miss games, has never missed a game since he took over as starter. Back.
Hey, I can just tell you right now, 57's firing. He's the new Clowney. 41's the Mike. Good. Told you. Hey, you don't play Mike. Why would you line up there? Quit just making up alerts. You hear things, you screen, reverse, you don't know what's coming. First play you called out right today, 5-5. It's the first one you've called right. You. One of them you got right went for like 50. Y'all think that's a good blitz? Y'all think that's a good blitz, Rolando? Woo! Good night! Good night to all! Good night! Woo! Well, you're back here again? We just got 15. Woo-wee! Yes, sir! I need to throw a few balls down the field right now. Hey, quit talking to my helmet, whoever that is. Quit! Who's doing that? We got to say said hut, Cardo. What are you saying? I can't wait. What are you saying? What are you saying? I can't wait.
Well, first of all, he never cursed.
He never curses, huh?
Never cursed. Not one time.
Crap. Shoot. Golly. Gosh, that should have been huge. Dadgummit. Dang it. That chops my face. Really bad. Delta! Set! Crap.
Thanks for the encouragement. Oh, crap!
Hey, let's give him a little more now. Woo! Hey, Hunt! Hey, that's you! Hey! Right here. Put your hands up, tell everybody you made the play. You like last one. Put your hands up, tell everybody. I'm just having fun. Yes! Woo! He's going backwards. He was going backwards. He was running backwards, sir. Easter egg hunting, Landrum, dadgummit. Why do we do timeouts? That's bull. And you know it too, that was so late. It's an incomplete pass, Brad. It's on the side.
Get back, Phillip. I got it.
No, but don't let him talk him out of it. He saw it. You cannot be in formation with 12 guys. You got to call it. Help him, Brad. Here. We didn't sub. No, he didn't call it a touchdown. Move, he didn't call it a touchdown.
What did the official say?
We got to wait to see if it's a touchdown. So what are you talking about? He's on the 2-yard line. Get out of the way.
Yeah. 23 right there, baby.
I'm faster this year.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Yeah! Woo! Heck yeah, baby!
The San Diego Chargers are pummeling.
Yes! No way! No way you make that. No way. Hey. He don't have a helmet on, bro. Well, he took it off. That's technique. If his helmet came off, that's a penalty.
I mean, he was the only quarterback, actually, at the end of the game, his senior year.
Yes.
I was laying on him, and as I was getting up, he was twisting my ankle.
What?
He was twisting my ankle, and he squared up with me in the end zone. And at that point in time, I knew that this was a different cat.
Phillip Rivers.
Oh, yeah, he squared up with me in the end zone. He was ready to go.